Good evening. Today I present EmoNews Nightly Package for January 29th, 2026. I am your presenter, Soana Benjamin. In the headlines, Candlelight Vigil honors drive-by shooting victims. Peace pole erected at PSS. Swiss hikers rescued from Waitikubuli Trail. Officials urge certified guides. CARICOM chair to visit Trinidad and Tobago. China executes 11 members of Myanmar scam mafia. And Casabras under 15 retains title. These stories and more coming up next.
Dear Diary, I didn't expect to find it, but I did. Not just love, but a love that breathes. A love that climbs with the vines, dances with the waterfalls, and whispers in the trees. There's this place, and I think it found me first. In the stillness of morning mist, in the fire of the sunsets, in the salt on her skin, I remembered who I was. Dominica, you are more than a place. You are a feeling. You are my nature of love.
And we begin local news with the Candlelight Vigil. A candlelight vigil was held last night in memory of Andy Daniel, 33, and Bernal Benjamin, also 33, of Cottage, who were killed in an alleged drive-by shooting on Saturday, December 13th, around 4 p.m. Family, friends, and community members gathered to pay their respects, creating an emotional atmosphere as they remembered the lives lost.
Oh, my father is very proud of me for speaking up and things, but all I know he's very proud of all of us, my uncle, me, and everybody else. But this time he said, I'm sorry, you guys. It's time for me to leave and go to my home.
To understand Andy was to understand his tribe. Love was built in his DNA, and his affection ran deep. But if it were to be eclipsed by anything more powerful, it would be his loyalty. He wasn't just a son, a brother, or a friend. He was a guardian. Bernal Brad Benjamin was an energy by himself. He who knew him would agree, because his fun and energetic nature was magnetic and certain to have you laughing or saying, Bernal boy, you're not easy. Born in 1992, Bernal was my little brother. Well, I'm just little brother. And for the earlier years of my little shadow, as the only son of our deceased father and our mother's third of 3 children, he was the spoiled one, to say it simply. And did he take advantage of that? Absolutely yes.
Showers of blessings is coming down.
It's coming down. It's coming down, 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 down. What the Lord has done for us. See what a mighty God is. See what the Lord has done for us. See what a mighty God is. He's a miracle working God. He's a miracle working God. He's a wonder. He's a miracle. He's a miracle working God. He's a miracle working God. He's a miracle working God. In more local news, the Division of Agriculture's Schools Outreach Program is bringing agriculture to life in primary schools across Dominica. Through its seedling distribution program in partnership with the Chinese Agricultural Technical Mission in 1 Mile Portsmouth, over 4,000 seedlings were shared. Participating schools include Bagatelle, Bells, Benz, Cassibruce, Collyho, and the Christian Union Primary Schools, the Convent Preparatory School, the Berrien Christian Academy, and the Convent High School. Also, the Granby Primary, Goodwill Primary, and Mont Prosper Primary Schools. The initiative supports school gardens and 4-H activities, giving students hands-on experience in crop growth and harvest, nurturing skills, curiosity, and a love for agriculture in the next generation. In more news, 2 Swiss visitors reported missing on January 26 along Segment 3 of the Waitikobuli National Trail were safely rescued on January 27 following a coordinated search and helicopter extraction. Both were taken to the Dominica China Friendship Hospital for evaluation. The rescue involved the Forestry Division, the Dominica Police Force, fire and ambulance services, and volunteers. Authorities thanked all involved for their professionalism and swift action. The Ministry of Tourism and Discover Dominica Authority remind residents and visitors that hiking must be done with a certified guide to ensure safety and proper navigation.
Following the successful helicopter rescue of 2 Swiss visitors along Segment 3 of the Waitikobuli National Trail, the Ministry of Tourism and the Discover Dominica Authority extend sincere thanks to the Forestry Division, the Police, Fire and Ambulance Services, and the dedicated volunteers whose swift response ensured a safe outcome. This incident reinforces a critical message. Hiking on Dominica's national trails is mandatory with a certified tour guide. Our trails cross rugged terrain and remote environments, and the certified guides provide essential safety oversight, navigation, and emergency support. Residents and visitors seeking certified guides are encouraged to contact Discover Dominica Authority at 255-8221 or the Forestry Division at 266-5856. In support of this mandate, Discover Dominica Authority, in collaboration with the Dominica State College, will host its annual tour guide training and certification program from April 13 to the 20th and September 14 to the 21st as part of ongoing efforts to strengthen safety standards and ensure positive experiences for all who explore Dominica.
Discover Dominica will host its annual tour guide training and certification program from April 13th to the 20th and September 14th to the 21st to strengthen guide skills and safety standards. For more information, you are advised to contact the Discover Dominica Authority at 255-8221 or the Forestry Division at 266-5856. In other local news, the Portsmouth Secondary School, PSS, came together for the official unveiling of the Rotary Peace Pole, a symbol of unity, hope, and global peace. The event began with a warm welcome and opening remarks from MC Kalisha Aaron, who explained the significance of the Peace Pole and the purpose of its installation at the school. She highlighted how the pole stands as a reminder for students and the wider community to embrace peace and harmony.
At the heart of Rotary's peace work is a simple but powerful belief. Peace begins with me. The Rotary Peace Pledge reminds us that peace is a personal commitment lived out daily by nurturing inner peace, respecting diversity, practicing compassion, and applying the forward test in all that we think, say, and do. It calls each of us to be instruments of peace in our homes, our schools right here, and our communities, whether it's Portsmouth or beyond, often through understanding, communication, and meditation. The peace pole itself is a global symbol inscribed with the words, "May peace prevail on earth." It stands as a visible reminder that peace is not something we wait for. It is something we practice. Here at Portsmouth Secondary School, this peace pole will stand as a call to inner peace and positive personal conduct, a reminder to respect diversity and different perspectives, an encouragement to listen first to understand, a symbol of resolving conflict through dialogue and compassion, and a commitment to creating real community impact through fairness and justice.
The principal of the Portsmouth Secondary School addressed the gathering, describing what the peace pole means for students of every form. The principal emphasized that it serves not only as a visual reminder of peace, but also as a tool to inspire dialogue, understanding, and positive action among young people.
Unveil this peace pole, bearing the message, "May peace prevail on earth." Though simple in appearance, it carries a powerful reminder of our shared responsibility to promote peace, respect, and understanding. In our school, peace is not just the absence of conflict. It is shown in how we speak to one another, how we resolve disagreements, and how we treat those who may be different from us. This peace pole will stand as a daily reminder that each of us has a role to play in creating a safe, caring, and respectful environment. From one, peace means choosing kindness over anger. From two, it is respect over bullying. Three, and from four, it is dialogue over fighting. It means from five, looking out for one another. Teachers, it is understanding that even when we disagree, we can still treat each other with dignity.
The president of the Rotary Club of Portsmouth shared brief remarks, praising the school's commitment to fostering a culture of peace and highlighting the collaborative efforts with the Rotary Club.
This peace pole reflects Dominica's history. So it's Creole, Kalinago, English, and French. Probably everybody will be able to read them, no? For me, I can't read the Kalinago and the Creole. That's difficult. That's why we put the language under it. So, but this language reminds us that peace is not just the absence of conflict. It's the presence of dialogue. It's understanding and connection across cultures, across people that stand different in their life. As the Rotary founder Paul Harris said it, Rotary is an integrating force bringing together hearts and minds for the good of all.
Rotary District Governor followed with an overview of Rotary's work locally and globally, emphasizing the organization's dedication to community service, education, and promoting peace worldwide.
So as Rotarians, we believe that we share a responsibility to act to improve our world using our areas of focus as a guide. So globally, through sustainable peace projects, we actually champion peace, we fight illiteracy and poverty, we fight disease, we provide access to clean water and sanitation, we support and protect the environment as well. And we are passionate about our vision for a world where people can unite and take action to create lasting change everywhere in our communities, and more importantly, in ourselves. So at our core, Rotary is a common ground for all people to come together across nationalities, across religions, cultures, and histories, and connect around that shared belief in a better tomorrow that holds an enduring and lasting peace. You know that our societies right now are facing growing division and uncertainty, and so peace cannot remain an abstract idea. Peace must be lived.
The unveiling of the Peace Pole marked a significant milestone in the school's ongoing efforts to promote values of peace, respect, and unity. And finally, in local news, preparations for Mass Dominic 2026 are in full gear as the Discover Dominica Authority, DDA, continues its series of updates for the real Mass. In their latest press conference, officials and partners laid out the roadmap for upcoming shows and pageants. Oswald Polidor, brand coordinator at Belfast Estate Limited, spoke on the importance of corporate synergy in keeping the spirit of Carnival alive.
Through these partnerships, we continue to elevate Dominica's Carnival experience with quality, consistency, and trusted brands. Our goal is to enhance the Carnival atmosphere by promoting responsible enjoyment. From fetes to road march, Belfast Estate supports safe, enjoyable, and well-executed activations throughout the season.
The briefing also spotlighted the island's deep-rooted traditions. Representatives from the Kalinago Tet Mass and the St. Joseph Sensei Group shared their plans for the season. Davy from the St. Joseph Sensei Group highlighted the unique and rich heritage of the Sensei, a staple of the upcoming St. Joseph Village Carnival set for Saturday, January 31st.
St. Joe stands as the home of Sensei. We have our senses are heavier, it's bigger, and the reason why only St. Joe people can run it, because you'll get burnt out in about 20 minutes if you put a sensei on. But we used to that, and our kids now start growing the tradition. So it's something that we want to enhance, and we appreciate the Mass Dominic to push it forward. I noticed they put sensei in front at the opening this year, which was pretty good, because it's really difficult to run in that errand all the way down, carrying that weight, and you're at the back. It means you have to be waiting for movements for the different bands to move. So I appreciate them putting the sensei at the front, and hopefully they'll continue doing so. And this coming Saturday, in 2 days, you will have another sensei action in St. Joseph at the St. Joseph Carnival. And we all know, Benji can attest to that St. Joe has the best carnival, you want to call it opening or whatever you want to call it. St. Joe has the best in that. You can't compare, nowhere else can compare to St. Joe. So show up in St. Joseph on Saturday, and we have something special for you with the sensei.
Ogeli Moses of the DDA provided key updates regarding sunrise ticket sales and the highly anticipated Miss Dominica 2026 pageant, which is scheduled for February 12th.
General patrons can get your tickets at only 200 EC, on the online platform, and more at the gates. But you may be wondering, why online? What's happened to the physical? Or for locals, something special is coming this Friday. When I mean this Friday, I mean a couple hours. You can get sunrise special physical VIP tickets from 9 a.m. at a limited offer. Only $350. 350 EC dollars. That's correct. Only 350 EC dollars physical tickets at the Discover Dominica's office from 9 a.m. while stocks last. Last year we had over 30 individuals lining up at the building from 8 a.m. And persons were saying, I want to buy 20, I want to buy 50, I want to buy 10. But just remember, while stocks last. Miss Dominica National Queen Pageant continues to stand a symbol of excellence, empowering the national empowerment and national representation. It remains a powerful platform through which our contestants embody elegance, intellect, and service. These young ladies represent the very best of Dominica and play a vital role in promoting our culture both locally and internationally. Physical tickets will be available tomorrow morning at 9. You can get a Royalty VIP for only $250 EC, covered seating $100, standing $65. Prepare yourself for the Queen Show's Royalty VIP experience. Asa Bantan, TK International, Brilliant Knockers, DJ Stella from Sweden, DJ Big Boss St. Martin, King James from St. Martin, Dirty Dog Pudas, Mr. Reach, DJ MJ and MD on the keys, DJ Taffy and Friends, Freddy and Trix, Rio, Trilogy, Wadaji, Effie, Trix Migos and Hussy, Unstoppable DJs, DJ Slim and Unstoppable Shacks, Moody from Grenada, Ricky T from St. Lucia, Lyrical from Trinidad, and Ibis and DJ Tenny from Antigua, and more to come. As we count down to Carnival Monday and Tuesday, we invite everyone to support the dynamic lineup of exciting events across the island. These events include the Miss OACS pageant on January 30th, that's tomorrow, the Carnival semifinals and St. Joe and Marigot's Village Carnival, that's on the January 31st, that's Saturday. The Carnival Princess Show on February 1st, that's Sunday, this Sunday, and the Junior Calypso Bouillon Monarch on February 6th, and LTD Cooler Fest on February 7th, Miss Team Dominica and Wine Dog on February 8th, the Carnival Gopoel and Carnival Departure Lounge on February 12th, and Viva la Carnival on February 15th.
The Miss OECS 2026 pageant is set to take the stage tomorrow, Friday, January 30th, at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium. The show begins promptly at 8 p.m., where reigning Queen Kiana Dyer will crown her successor. Miss OECS pageant representative Nawana Shillingford gave remarks.
This show would not be possible without our partners. Let me extend gratitude to the OECS Commission, OECS Pearl Dominica, Discover Dominica Authority, Sunrise Airways, Big Edge Financial, Division of Culture, National Bank of Dominica, Flow Dominica, Aid Bank, Fine Foods, Bullseye Pharmacy, Trey Chic, Aid Bank, Rapid Response Recovery, Rivers Construction, Island Stage Entertainment, and Villa Copter. To my fellow committee members, thank you so much for your dedication and making this vision a reality. And to the business community, our doors are always open. We invite you to join us as partners for the 2027 edition of the show. Dominica, let's show our support tomorrow, Friday, 8 p.m., Carnival City, Miss OECS 2026.
And be sure to grab all your tickets early for the shows forming part of this year's Mass Dominic 2026, starting with Miss OECS tomorrow evening. That's it for local news. We'll be right back with regional news. And first up in regional news, as Barbados' election campaign continues, the Barbados Labour Party, BLP, has officially unveiled its Red Record A to Z, highlighting the government's achievements and setting the tone for the road ahead. Speaking at a packed public meeting at Granny's Car Park in Oistins, party leaders described the launch of the Red Record A to Z as a testament to the work delivered so far, spanning infrastructure development, social programs, and national transformation. The document, now available online, outlines key milestones and forms the foundation of the party's campaign message. With all 30 BLP candidates officially presented, the party says it is entering the campaign season focused, united, and ready. Supporters filled the venue in what was described as a sea of red, signaling strong public backing and confidence in the party's leadership. Party officials thanked supporters who attended in person and those who followed online, acknowledging that while the times ahead may be uncertain and challenging, the BLP remains committed to providing strong leadership for challenging times. In other regional news, the Honorable Chair of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM, Dr. Terence Drew, will make an official visit to Trinidad and Tobago this week to meet with Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar and members of her team. Dr. Drew will be accompanied by CARICOM Secretary General Dr. Carla Burnett. The visit is part of the Chair's ongoing focus on direct, face-to-face discussions with regional leaders. Last week, Dr. Drew and Dr. Burnett met with the new Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Godwin Friday, in Kingstown, as part of the same initiative to strengthen regional engagement. And finally, in regional news, Jamaica's Prime Minister, Honorable Andrew Holness, has called on Latin America and the Caribbean to take a more assertive role in the global economy, urging the region to move beyond the narrative of vulnerability. Speaking at the Caribbean and Latin America Bank, CAF's Second International Economic Forum in Panama City, Holness said the region's strategic assets, youth pool population, renewable energy potential, and democratic institutions position it to help shape global change. He called for stronger regional alignment on climate resilience, supply chains, digital inclusion, and sustainable energy, and highlighted Jamaica's rapid recovery from Hurricane Melissa as proof of the benefits of fiscal discipline and institutional reform. Holness also invited investors to explore Jamaica's pipeline of opportunities across infrastructure, energy, tourism, and the digital economy, as the forum hosts a Jamaica Investment Forum aimed at supporting rebuilding and growth. And that's it for regional news. Stay tuned for international news coming up.
Carnivalist, girls and rum and vibes and rhythm on the road, on the road. Leave your stress at your home and don't bring it on the road, on the road. Girl, I don't care if you have a man, we don't need jams, or we party as one. I don't care if you have a man, what happens stays the party, what happens stays the party, what happens stays the party.
And internationally, China has executed 11 members of the Ming Mafia, a powerful family that ran large-scale online scam operations from Myanmar's northeastern border region, according to state media. The group was convicted in China's Zhejiang province on charges including fraud, homicide, illegal detention, and operating gambling dens. Their criminal network collapsed in 2023 after they were detained by ethnic militias in Myanmar and handed over to Chinese authorities. Chinese officials say the execution sent a strong warning to scam networks that have trafficked hundreds of thousands of people across Southeast Asia and defrauded victims of billions of dollars. And finally, in international news, rapper Nicki Minaj says she has received a so-called Trump Gold Card, which offers residency and a pathway to U.S. citizenship. She revealed the card on social media, following an appearance at an event promoting President Donald Trump's government-backed investment accounts for children. Minaj described herself as the president's #1 fan and said criticism of her support does not affect her. She later clarified that she has held U.S. residency for decades. Minaj, who was born in Trinidad, previously stated that she came to the United States as a child. And that's it for international news. We'll be right back with sports news. And in sports news, Dominica went up against Belize in matchday action at the CONCACAF Women's Under-17 qualifiers on January 28th. Despite a determined performance, Dominica fell 0-3 to Belize at full-time. The girls showed strong effort and resilience throughout the match, remaining competitive and pushing until the final whistle. And in more football news, the Under-15 division final was an intense and evenly matched contest between Cassibro Secondary and Portsmouth Secondary. With neither side able to find the breakthrough, the match was decided by a penalty shootout. Cassibro Secondary School held their nerve, winning the shootout 5-4, converting all penalties. Portsmouth Secondary School saw one effort saved by the Cassibro's goalkeeper, sealing the victory for the defending champions. Both teams created scoring opportunities in regular and extra time, but disciplined defending and excellent goalkeeping on both sides kept the score level. Several players impressed on the day, but Dwayne Prosper stood out for Cassibro Secondary. Strong in defense and composed from the penalty spot, he was named Most Valuable Player of the final. Let's now hear from the coaches and captains of both teams.
This is EmoNews, and today we are here at the Benjamin Park for the Under-15 Boys Football Competition, the championship game versus the Portsmouth Secondary School and the Cassibro Secondary School. The excitement is brilliant. Who is going to emerge champions this afternoon? Stay tuned, we'll bring you the action from Benjamin Park. What a tight game. How do you feel? Congratulations on your win.
Well, Emma, I really feel elated. Boys worked really hard, as you would have seen. We played 2 halves. Scores was 0-0, and we had to go to like 2 halves of 10 minutes, still 0-0, and then we only won in the penalty shootout. I mentioned earlier in a pre-match interview that I know this wasn't going to be easy. In the group stage, we only beat Portsmouth Secondary 1-0, so we know they would come hard today, and I expected just that, but my boys showed courage, they showed resilience, they showed character. Champion CBSS.
Congratulations. How do you feel today?
I feel happy. I score penalty for my team. I work hard, and I was second trophy for the team.
What's next for Cassibro Secondary School?
Under-17, under-20.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. It was a hard fight, but Cassibro's emerged champions. Tell us, how do you feel?
Well, obviously I feel down. We fought hard, brought it to extra time, penalties. Unfortunately, we couldn't overcome that challenge, but we still fought hard. We pushed our team, even though a mistake was made, we put our head up, we still push, try to be our best. And I'd like to congratulate Cassibro Secondary School on their trophy. It was a good fight.
What's next for the Portsmouth Secondary School?
Well, pushing forward, we hope to reach our next finals, hopefully, to be one of the greatest again, come back with a silver, of course. Yeah.
All right, thank you. This is the coach of the Portsmouth Secondary School. Coach, I know it was a battle. You all fought very hard. What can you tell us about the game?
To begin, I'd like to say congratulations to CBSS on defending the title. In regards to the game, it was a very tight match, very tough match, very competitive match. It came down in the end to what in football we call the lottery, the penalty kicks, and it just wasn't our day today. Unfortunately, it just wasn't our day today. But I'm very proud of my players. They had a very good showing of themselves. They fought from the beginning to the end. They followed the plan. We kept them off the score sheet. Unfortunately, we're not able to convert today. But I'm very proud of the players. Very good showing today.
So back to the scoring board for the Portsmouth Secondary School. What's next?
Next, we continue the under 14 division. So we push on. Unfortunately, that's the end of our season. We'd have really liked to end it with a high. But that is football. We accept it. We'll continue working and build for the future.
Congratulations to coaches Delroy Watt and Stanton Seraphine and the players of Cassibro Secondary School on securing their back-to-back Under-15 championship. In more local sports news, in volleyball, 2 matches were played at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium in the Sports Division Secondary Schools Championship. In the girls' encounter, the Dominica State College defeated the Wesley High School 3-0 with set scores of 25-12, 25-11, and 25-10. And in the boys' match, the Dominica State College also recorded a straight sets victory, defeating St. Mary's Academy 3-0. The set scores were 25-23, 25-12, and 25-21. Congratulations to the Dominica State College. And finally, in sports news, Sophie Molyneux has been appointed Australia's new all-format women's cricket captain, succeeding Alyssa Healy following her retirement. The 28-year-old Victorian spinner will lead the side for the first time in the T20 international leg of the upcoming multi-format home series against India. Talia McGrath will remain vice-captain, with Ashley Gardner elevated to joint vice-captain, strengthening Australia's leadership group as a new era begins. It's a real honor to be named Australian captain, Molyneux said, paying tribute to Healy's impact on the team. We've got a strong group with plenty of leaders and exciting talent, and I'm looking forward to what we can achieve together. Despite recent injury setbacks limiting her international appearances, Molyneux's successful leadership of the Melbourne Renegades to the 2024-2025 WBBL title played a key role in her elevation. Molyneux will take charge across all formats following Healy's farewell ODI series and final test, leading Australia into the Caribbean Tour and the T20 World Cup in England later this year. And that's it for sports. We'll be right back with the weather report. Here is a weather update for the next 24 hours from the Dominica Meteorological Service. A weak trough will continue to influence weather conditions, keeping the atmosphere slightly unstable. Cloudy periods with scattered showers are expected in the morning, with conditions becoming generally drier as the day progresses. Residents in flood-prone and hilly areas are advised to remain alert, as there is a risk of flooding, landslides, and falling rocks. Occasional gusty winds may also occur. The marine advisory: at sea, conditions are expected to range from slight to moderate over the next 24 hours, with wave heights forecast near 3 feet along the west coast and up to 7 feet along the east coast. Authorities remind the public to stay informed and take necessary precautions both on land and at sea. And this has been EmoNews Nightly Package for January 29, 2026. I am your presenter, Soana Benjamin. Do have a good evening.